Who robbed the restaurant?
Preeti loved Dine Out, her parents' restaurant. When her parents started it a year ago, they spent all their time at the restaurant managing it. However, as the restaurant became more and more popular, they decided to hire a manager. It's so nice to have someone else take care of the restaurant in the evenings so that we can have some time to ourselves and also make plans to open another restaurant, her father said. Her mother agreed. It's like being on a vacation. But Preeti did not like the manager. There was something about the way he looked over his shoulder all the time, as if he was up to something. He was not even friendly with the staff. Later one evening, Preeti was just dropping off to sleep when the phone rang. Who would be calling this late? She wondered. She climbed out of bed and pressed her ear against the wall. "Oh no! Oh no!" her father was exclaiming. "We'll get to the bottom of it. I'm on my way there." Her father sighed and hung up. The manager just called from the restaurant. He was closing down for the day when a robber came in and stole all the money from the cash box. What a bad luck. Let's go and find out what happened before we call the police. Preeti persuaded her parents to let her come along to the restaurant since she was going to be left alone in the house. "I don't trust that man," she told herself. The manager was waiting inside, standing near the empty cash box. "Tell us what happened, Mr. Ganesh," her father said. "This is very upsetting, sir," said Mr. Ganesh, looking distressed. "Everyone had left for the night and I was alone. I was walking towards the door to lock it so that I could work at the cash desk when a man burst in and shouted at me to turn around immediately and face the other way. I did as he said, and he took the money from the cash box. He then backed away towards the door, and a moment later, I heard the door slam shut. When I turned around and saw that he was gone, I called you." "What did the man look like?" asked Preeti's father. "And what was he wearing?" "He looked rough," Mr. Ganesh declared. "I have seen him around the place. He was young and tall, with long hair and no mustache. He wore dirty jeans, a black belt with a silver buckle, and a black T-shirt with a picture of an eagle printed on the back." "Which way did he turn when he left the restaurant? Did you hear a motorcycle start or did he escape on foot?" asked Preeti's mother. "I have no idea," said the manager, sounding irritated. "I told you, he made me turn around as soon as he entered. I couldn't see a thing after that. Let's call the police now and don't touch anything. A team of experts from the police station will come to investigate," Preeti's father continued. "Don't bother," Preeti interrupted. "You won't find anyone dressed like that because the real thief is right here in this room. Mr. Ganesh is lying about the robber. I'm sure he took all the money himself." "Look here," the manager started. "No, you look here," said Preeti. "If your back was turned to the thief all the time, how did you notice that he was wearing a T-shirt with a picture of an eagle on the back?" When Preeti pointed that out, her parents started asking him questions, and before long, he broke down and admitted to stealing the money. The money was still in his briefcase. Preeti was happy that they had caught the thief, but disappointed that her parents did not call the police. They decided to send him away and find a replacement as soon as possible. They felt everyone should be given a second chance. Who robbed the restaurant? Dine Out was the restaurant managed by Preeti's family. She loved the restaurant. Preeti's parents hired a manager to take care of the restaurant. Preeti did not like the manager. There was something about the way he looked over his shoulder all the time, as if he was up to something. He was not even friendly with the staff. Late one evening, the phone rang. She climbed out of bed and pressed her ear against the wall. Her father was talking on the phone. The manager informed him that a robber came in and stole all the money from the cash box. Preeti and her parents went to the restaurant. The manager was waiting inside, standing near the empty cash box. Preeti's father asked Mr. Ganesh what exactly happened. Mr. Ganesh told him that when he was walking towards the door to lock it, a man burst in and shouted at him to turn around immediately and to face the other way. He did as he was told, and the man took the money from the cash box and fled. Preeti's mother asked the manager which way the robber turned when he left the restaurant. She also asked whether he heard a motorcycle start or whether he escaped on foot. The manager, sounding irritated, said that he had no idea. When Preeti's father decided to call the police, Preeti interrupted by saying not to bother because Mr. Ganesh was lying about the robber. She was sure he took all the money himself. Preeti went on to say that if the manager's back was turned to the thief all the time, how did the manager notice that he was wearing a t-shirt with a picture of an eagle on the back? He broke down and admitted to stealing the money.